This is Colton, and you guys are listening to the Homebrew Heroes podcast.
Welcome everyone to the Homebrew Heroes podcast, where we be rolling dice and taking names. For those of you who are new to the podcast, we are a group of nerdy commoners who refer to each other as friends, and we play Dungeons and Dragons. We have adopted the name Homebrew Heroes because we refer to the rulebooks as guidelines as opposed to actual rules. Homebrewing is a form of D&D where we create our own stories, lands, and NPCs. So join us as we venture forth into the unknown and create shenanigans to last a lifetime. This episode was brought to you by our sponsors over at The Foundry. They specialize in completely customizable adornments, accessories, and the ever-coveted dice. You can check them out on Instagram at The Foundry Adornments. All their designs are 100% customizable, and I must say, everything they make is completely out of the box. So without further ado, let's continue our journey with the Homebrew Heroes. When last we left our heroes, they made their way into one of the general stores, and Cage wanted to sell his elven necklace, and the shop owner was being a bit difficult and was really trying to haggle the price that Cage wanted. So now we are back at the shop, and the shop owner is asking Cage how much he really wants for his necklace.
Alright, so what do you want for the necklace?
20 gold pieces.
Alright, best I can do is one.
That's cute. Price just went up.
Cool. 50 silver pieces.
I'm walking out.
Alright, have a nice day.
That's 50. That's
Is there anything I
gold
can
pieces.
knock down on the way out?
There's lots of things.
On the way to the door, the handle of my long sword just happens to smack some stuff off the Oops.
So
Walk
you do
out.
that, and
Oh my god.
It's not
I
intentional.
thought we were trying not to cause trouble.
your sword knocks over
I
your
don't know
face
this, man.
from the top of one of these shelves.
Oh, I'm so
And
sorry.
the guy comes out, hey! You're gonna pay for that. Hey, you two. Is this your buddy here?
Nope.
You were
I
just
don't
in
know.
there arguing with me about how to pay him.
No, you were not.
Somebody's gonna pay for that vase.
I turn around and intimidate him.
Okay, go ahead. Good luck.
Where the hell's my 20?
Hey,
Where's my die?
you can do it. Just don't miss. That's all you gotta do is don't miss.
Oh, there it is. Jesus Christ.
Can't read.
14.
You lost.
Oh, I think you shall intimidate him.
You shit.
I got you covered.
Not with that accent.
I think you shall intimidate him.
He says that vase in there was my grandfather.
Your grandfather was a knife.
21
Yes.
for intimidation.
You still lose.
Fuck! Okay.
I got a 23, that's why.
What the?
He says, now you're gonna have to pay up for that.
I'm not paying for shit.
I
You
didn't do
knocked
shit.
it over.
I didn't do shit.
I didn't do nothing.
You did.
It was placed rather precariously on that shelf there.
You did it.
And if it
on
wasn't
purpose.
for such shoddy placement, I'm sure your
Roll a
grandfather would
charisma
still...
saving throw. You have to beat 18.
Do hear that, elves?
Yes,
It's
it's the sound of us not causing
Do I have
any
to
trouble.
beat or
right?
meet?
I'm so
What?
proud of you.
Do you have to beat your what?
Do I have to beat it or meet it?
Meet or exceed.
Okay, well, thankfully I met it.
Okay, so you guys are kind of at a
Oh,
standstill.
God.
He says, I could get Graldor involved in this.
I could get a lot of people involved in this.
Your king.
Oh. Hey, he's my third cousin.
He says, if you'd like, I'd like to get the king involved, Graldor. Perhaps you'd like to spend a couple days in our dungeons.
Look, I've done nothing wrong.
You broke a vase that contained my grandfather on purpose.
I
Because
did
I
nothing
wouldn't
to
buy
this
your
sort.
little elven trinket.
I'm shocked. This is why I don't deal with
Don't say
people
it.
below my stature.
And he said it. This is where we're going.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm surprised you know such a big word like that. With all that hair weighing down your brain. Tell me, Ranger, was the last one you had a pig or a horse?
Excuse me?
He's actually very sensitive about
So I'm
that.
sorry, do I have to climb all the way up there to your big head and say it again? Pay for the vase, or you will spend time in our dungeons.
I'm going to give you one answer.
No. Oh, are you stuck? Oh. Are you baffled?
Can I use animal friendship on him? Because his intelligence seems kind of low.
No, you cannot. He's not an animal. He's not an animal.
It just says the intelligence must be 4 or lower.
He's not an animal.
Would he know if I was trying to use it?
Probably.
You think it might offend him?
Probably.
Then I'm gonna do it.
Oh my god.
You trying to treat me like
You're
an
supposed to keep
animal?
him on the laps.
Oh,
What did you say?
I'm impressed. Your intelligence does seem to be higher than I anticipated.
Aye. It is.
What did you say?
You're supposed to keep him under wraps.
I'm watching this one.
Guards!
That one.
We're supposed to watch him.
So he says guards, and 3 guards come over, nice dwarves armor and all that stuff. And they're there. He's like,
Like children.
take this man to see Groldor. He is vandalizing my shop.
I have done nothing. It was an accident, and he wants
And they
to
look
hear
in there and
nothing
they say,
of it.
he knocked over your grandfather's vase.
I would have apologized had he not acted so rudely.
You're the one acting rude. You knocked down someone's grandfather.
It
On
was-
purpose.
It was an accident. I'm sorry that your dwarven structures are not built for someone of my height. I should have done
Where are you going? Where are you going?
Can you not
We're
see?
gone.
We have the highest roofs in the land. Don't talk to me about height.
Can you imagine if Eric...
His shelves are so low, so... I don't have time for this. Fine, we shall see your king.
But we'll make you a deal. You hand over that necklace. We'll call it even.
Hell no.
Why?
Alright, then you can go see
He didn't want to
Groldor.
buy it in the first place.
Who would? It's elven trash.
And yet, suddenly it would make this all go away.
Oh, yeah, it would. Your choice. Ranger.
I shall go see your king.
Yeah, okay. So they escort Cage here with Remus and Cade. What do the other 3 of you want to do?
I guess
Can
we're
we
just...
see them go by?
Yeah.
I told you I wouldn't cause any problems.
Yeah, but I still don't trust you.
It wasn't on purpose.
Do you want to help him
I
with no?
swear.
We have pull in this town.
So I
We
don't
might
think
as
we
well
can
make
help.
sure he doesn't
Oh,
make
you're
himself
not
look
helping.
too stupid even more.
Let's follow.
Yes.
Just don't drag yourself down with him.
We will do our best.
give
Oh, trust me, we
Remember,
won't.
I'm
So they take you to the
cousin of
throne
the
room.
king. Don't worry.
You're presented in front of Groldor, Steelbreaker, the king of Grimgor. And he says, what have you brought me here today? Looks like a human and 2 fellow folk of Brembor.
Hello, uncle.
Hello, Remus.
Oh,
Hello, sir.
he's your uncle then.
You! No. We'll take care of this. Please.
We can take care of him. We can take care
Why
of him.
is this man being escorted by guards?
If I can explain that real quick for you.
Your Highness, it was a wee accident.
We accident. Are you trying to play funny here?
No, at this moment, no. It's no funny
We
business.
want to help, but at the same time,
You
we just want him to
don't
go and
talk.
over it.
Remus, tell me what happened.
What's your name again?
Cage.
Cage was pulling out his sword to show me and Cade how great it looks, and he accidentally hit because it's a you know. Anyways, so he accidentally hit the shelf that his grandfather's vase was.
Are you okay, Remus?
No, not really. I was kind of choking about 5 seconds ago.
You seem very nervous.
No, not the cough.
Well, stop stumbling over your words and tell me what happened.
Alright, so here's what happened. Cage was pulling out his sword to show me and Cade on how nice it looked. He hit the shelf by mistake, which knocked over the vase.
Which contained grandfather.
Yes.
So he must pay for the vase.
It was completely accidental.
Aye. You break it, you buy it.
There was nothing posted in that shop.
Shut him up. Somebody.
Are we there?
I'm not
No,
there.
we're
No,
not.
fuck no.
Yeah, Beric and Minier and Rowan, you are not here.
We're just having a nice sit in the Dwarvish Park, which is basically stone.
Stone and sand.
It's a rock.
This is a simple thing. He pays for it, or he goes to jail.
I do have a better suggestion. If possible, sir. We cannot afford the vase. It's not in our budget. We know how important and how priceless it is. How about, instead, we have Cage and the wonderful shopkeeper brawl in the center square, make it an entire event. Make it an entire event. That way, the shopkeeper gets his recompense, and Cage gets a little sense knocked into him.
I like your thinking, Cade.
See,
True
this is how
son
we
of
talk.
Brimble.
This is how we talk.
No swords, though, of course. We don't want to kill him, but we do want to knock sense into him.
Ah, yes. This is the first dishonorable ranger I've ever met.
Let it happen.
Right?
Let it happen.
Trust me, sir.
We will have a fight in the town square between this human and the shopkeeper.
Nothing dishonorable about what I did.
Winner keeps that fancy
So how
little
did you
elven
get
necklace
into
you
your
brought.
line of work?
You know nothing of the necklace.
I know everything of the necklace.
Oh, okay.
To the town square!
We're just
As you're walking out,
Oh,
the guards say, hand over your weapons.
catching up.
What's the name of the king again?
You shall not be handling
Skeletor.
Graldor.
Skeletor.
Uncle Graldor, are you
Yeah,
sure
as
this
you're
is
walking
what-
out, the guards say, hand over your weapons for the fight.
You shall not be handling my weapons.
I'll take it for you. Don't
We'll
worry
take
about
it for you. We'll make sure you get it back, Cage. We promise. Just please. Just meet us halfway.
You're headed to the wizard.
No, they're not heading to the wizard.
No, I was gonna hand him to the wizard.
He's not
He's
here.
not there.
We
I
are.
thought everybody
No,
else.
no.
Fine, I'll hand
you.
the weapons over to
Thank you, Cage.
So you hand over your weapons to Cade and Remus, and they lead you out to town square. And the king says, "Aye, we have a filthy, thieving ranger who vandalized the shop.
Thieving!
Just shut
How
up!
dare you!
Shut it!
Yes, thieving. Thieving is a word to say.
He is going to try and reclaim his honor on the fighting floor of town square."
Can we see them?
You can hear this, but you,
You
don't
can
see
hear
it.
It's like,
Let's go over there.
is
I want
that?
to see this. Let's go.
I want to see this.
It's going to be a fight.
A dishonorable ranger. I can think of only one.
You just see his face.
Let's go see what's happening.
Remember,
We're just in the crowd.
stay quiet.
I'll do
Barrick,
my
I need
best.
you to make a charisma saving throw.
What the fuck? I haven't done shit.
Does rope count as a weapon?
Oh.
Rope count as a weapon.
I'm always getting corrupted.
Well, it does now that whips are lethal
Always your
damage.
fault.
Came to have the break. Damn.
That's a 15 plus charisma save.
15 will be whatever.
Alright, then take that.
Just so you know.
16.
You felt somewhat of a grasp on your mind almost take you over, Barrick. But your wisdom and your strong mind fought it back for
You know
this
what else?
moment.
Sorry.
As you guys, Aminye, Rewin, and Barrick make your way to the town center, you can see that Remus and Kate are there.
Where are the hobbits? Where are the halflings?
Halflings are with you guys.
Okay, okay.
They're kind of hanging out. They're like window shopping, but they're just here for the ride. Yeah, so they're fine. Cedric and Thomas have no complaints right now. They're just kind of hanging out with you guys. Because, for one, Cedric wanted to see the dwarves. So he's kind of getting his wish right now.
Come along with the pets.
Don't call me pet. I am not your pet. I may be a halfling, but that does not make me your pet.
Pat him on the head.
He kind of rubs his head. So you can see that Cage is being brought to the center of this big circle, and there's a dwarf on the other side of him, and he's like cracking his knuckles and his neck. He's like, as soon as I saw you, I knew the best I could do was knock you out. And so the king says, we will have a bout here. Winner will keep the elven necklace that the ranger has brought here. And if the ranger loses and does not give up the necklace, he will be the most dishonorable trash we've ever had come through here.
But you'll be alive.
Fight!
Here I thought the Dwarven King would have honor.
Go ahead and roll initiative there, Cage.
What's the Dwarven's king name again? I have to write
Graldor.
Graldor.
I'm gonna write this down so I remember it.
No, we should.
Uncle Grald.
Graldor.
Chog.
Got it.
Chog.
17. Math is not my forte.
I got 18.
Damn it!
So the dwarf shopkeeper will go first. And he's going to attack you. 2. Well, 2 hits you, Cage.
No!
So he goes to swing at you, and he misses. Cage, you are up.
I just kind of look at him like... Alright. I punch him.
I'm gonna shoot him.
Will 8 hit?
8 will not hit him.
Oh, God.
It's like one of those... Alright, so the
pictured-
shopkeep, he kind of rears back,
You know the fish slap
and he charges at you a bit.
Oh.
That's what
Make a dexterity... Oh, wait, no, that was... Yeah, make a dexterity saving throw real quick.
19?
19, that's
Yes.
it?
Yeah.
Okay, so he rears back, runs, and like drop kicks you. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
They can jump.
Very well.
You have an ability to jump.
Yep.
2?
No.
I see you trying to get it out. What?
It is 22.
22. Okay.
What the fuck?
So he rears back, runs to try and drop kick you, kicks you in the chest, but bounces off of you and lands on the ground with a big boom, and he is now prone. So now it is your turn, Cage.
Talk about
Can I body slam him? How would that work?
Oh, shit.
You need to do an acrobatics and then see if you hit.
Okay. Is it acrobatics or athletics?
Acrobatics, because you're
Shit.
jumping in the air.
Doubt 17's gonna hit.
Nope, 17, you successfully
Holy crap!
hop in the air. Now go see if you hit.
Oh, Is it still regular unarmed?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 24.
24 will hit. So you jump in the air with your elbow coming down like a WWE superstar. Right in his chest, and he's like, and so you both are prone now, laying on the ground. Now it is his turn. He goes to hit you. Will 15 hit you?
Yes, barely.
Alright, go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw against his strength. Oh shit.
They can jump.
26.
26? Okay, so he punches you laying down on the ground, BAM! And he just hits you and you don't get knocked out, you just are kind of sitting there fighting. Now it's your turn again.
Alright. How can I choke him out?
Oh my god.
You would have to do a grapple.
How do I do that?
You need to make a strength check against my acrobatics or athletics. I'm gonna go with athletics.
Oh, fuck.
Wee. I got a 14.
Take that in.
What is that? Is that a 16 or a 19?
Oh, shit. Right.
Sadie's mine. should I get her?
Because that's going to be a big difference.
That's a 3.
That's a 3.
It rolled when you picked it up.
You bastards!
It rolled. It rolled.
Don't pass the box.
Yeah, don't pass the box. You gotta re-roll now.
Like the closest one was 16, but I'm just saying.
I hate
It just happened to move.
Don't pass the box if you don't want to re-roll.
Alright. It's going to be 17.
17? Oh, I got a 14. So you successfully grapple him by the neck.
I'm sorry, I'm expecting the dwarves to have really hard to...
So I have to beat 17.
What are you gonna squeeze? His head? His shoulders?
So if I don't beat 17 on a
Those are your
constitution
2
check,
choices.
he will pass out. 3! So Cage rolls over, grapples the dwarf, starts choking him, and the dwarf's like, oh, and he passes out, and the king says, enough! The dwarf is lost. The human may remain out of shackles, and you can keep your necklace, but do not break anything else, and try to be more honorable, please.
If he had simply asked for an apology, I would have.
I doubt
was an
that.
accident.
I doubt it was.
I tried to apologize.
Thank you, sir, for being so generous
Thank
in
you,
your
Uncle
ultimate wisdom.
You are the worst ranger from the east I have ever met.
And yes, how much
Just
I
grab
did
him.
met.
Just
I've
grab
met
him.
my
Pull him
fair
away.
share.
Can we both just grab him at this point?
Yeah, you
and
can
just
do that.
pull him? Can we
So
just
both
do
these
that?
dwarves come and they grab you and they just drag you away.
Calls her King Short again.
I never called the king short.
Said something about a statue.
So Barrick, Aminye, Revan, dwarves, Cage, you're all together again.
You did.
The two dwarves are holding Cage.
That
He
was
recorded it.
That was,
What do you guys want to do?
that was the shop.
I look at Cage, and I have a little bit of a smile on my face, and I say, Cage, I am very proud of you for being honorable. But from now on, please shut your mouth.
While
Please.
we're in Dwarvish Kingdom.
Yes, while we're indoors. Other than that, go ahead and be yourself, but please.
All this talk of honor, most dishonorable people I've met. Except y'all two.
I like him more now.
I'll take that.
Of course you do.
Why?
Because she's an idiot.
I
Smack her upside the head.
All ills.
Barrick, charisma
ills.
saving throw.
Do it.
13. Wait.
You did not pass. Roll a, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go ahead and roll d6.
You saying he shall not pass?
No.
3.
3. You lash out at Revan.
Oh.
Like, how?
Like you lash out, like
Ugh!
The fuck?
Do I regain? I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me.
What is wrong with you?
I think I need to
I
pass
think it
this.
might be that. I think it might be that.
Can we-
necklace. Do I know what's going on with it?
Can you take a turn with this?
Maybe we should put it on the horse, like I suggested,
Maybe
in
if
the
we
first place.
The horse would be corrupted.
We should place it on ruin.
you're inside the King Brembor. Horses will not be able to come in. They'll be immediately hitched to the door.
It worked in Red Dead Redemption.
Not a sponsor.
I will. Would you like to test it on the? I don't want to leave it on the horse, unattended.
Why are you even carrying that with you?
What is it?
It must be destroyed in the fires of Doomsday. Why am I carrying it? I guess I could just give it to you.
Let's
Sorry,
sell
no,
it.
This,
I know
no,
it's
this
not-
must be. This is a dangerous object that must be destroyed.
You could make a
Let's sell
history
it.
check.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Yeah,
Wink, wink.
think about that.
I've been waiting for you guys. Figured I'd give that one to you.
14?
19 plus. What do I get to history? A lot.
Yeah, I think so. I think your wisdom and intelligence modifier.
Okay, then I'll
It's
take
intelligence.
Oh, that's
Oh,
great.
intelligence?
It's an
I
intelligence.
Yeah,
think
it's
it's
a
intelligence.
25.
No. 3.
So what did everybody roll?
Oh, that's
Bullshit.
right.
We were supposed to roll
Yes.
Yeah, it's a group check.
Does anybody
one
know
D20
anything
or
about
2?
this?
1.
1. 17.
Let's see what happens when I just place it over
And it's
your
under intelligence?
neck. No.
13.
No.
Who got? Okay, so who all got
16.
over 14?
I met 14.
Oh, like 25?
Yeah, if you met or exceeded 14.
5. You know nothing.
I
Didn't
didn't pay
you?
attention.
I got a 13.
Oh. Well,
I'm not saying.
Barrick here was the only one to really recognize this as he looks at it closer. And he comes to realize that he's been carrying around the amulet of Erithas, which is an amulet from the first age that Erithas of Argoroth created to hone his power. And when Erithas rose up to try and take over Harrowfire, there was a last allegiance of Andalari men, elves, and dwarves to try and fight him off. The only people that were able to really fight him off were the Amaranthians from the east, from the old kingdom of Amaran. When they killed Erithas, his amulet was lost, obviously until now. And some say that it holds his very spirit, it just holds his powers. There's a lot of rumors and mystical, myths about it.
How freaked out am I to see this thing?
I can bear this burden no more. I look around at my companions like, no. No.
As long as I do not touch it.
Oh, Frederick.
Cedric's like, yes, Barrick.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he's right. You are the weakest of us.
Hold this.
Shoot.
So Cedric grabs it, and he kind of he's like, what a pretty piece of jewelry.
Fuck.
Barrick, you feel an overwhelming, as if a slab was taken off your back.
That's good.
Cedric is like, what?
Yeah. I'm
What a
sorry.
beautiful jewel.
Frederick.
Put it in your pocket, boy.
Frederick!
What, Barrick? Sorry. What?
How do you feel?
Like I've just received a grand prize of sorts. I feel like it belongs to me.
I told you we should put it on the horse.
Frederick, you must keep your mind about you. You keep your wits about you.
It's just a necklace.
It is not just a necklace, Frederick.
This is a great piece of evil.
Maybe I should have told you more about it before I
The worst wizard ever.
Maybe we should just hurry.
You hold
That's
it.
wizard ever. Because he's secretive.
Barrick.
It shall be mine.
At least we can stop him if he goes crazy.
No, I was asking.
If he goes rogue.
That's not what I was asking, but okay.
It is mine. My own.
Shit. Can I whip it out of his hand?
My
Can I do it?
Precious. It's my necklace.
Necklace. I pull out the other one. Trades.
That's just trash compared to this treasure.
I whip it out of his hand.
You hear what he
He
says?
says, why would you take that from me?
Chill. Check yourself.
You are just trying to steal the treasure for yourself.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Give my necklace back now, Barrick.
I pull him away.
Oh, really? Think about it. Think about it.
Because that
I've
worked so
thought
well.
about it. I want the necklace back.
That was a mistake. Did you not see the exact same thing happen to this imbecile?
I did not.
I will not allow you to be corrupted by this dark magic.
Corrupted.
I thought you had a more powerful
I
spirit.
did.
You are not
In
in
my
this
de-
right now. Shut up.
I believe I'm involved in this. In my defense, I did not know what it was capable of when I snagged it out of the
You've
air.
come back. You're
I-
not. It seems to have a lingering effect on this one.
It-
Maybe we should give it to you. No.
We'll see if
No.
we'll see if
I'll take it.
perhaps you become more resistant to it
Are you
with
willing?
Perhaps you become more resistant to it with frequent exposures.
I fear.
Like the flu.
Do you
I want my necklace back, Beric. I just want to protect
It's
it.
never been yours.
This one has a bad flu.
It wants to be found. Your turn.
No.
Playing hot potato with this freaking...
I cannot bear this burden any longer.
I can bear it.
No, you cannot.
Wait.
Well, what
the hell
about
up.
Thomas?
You have tried and you have failed.
What about... Well, Thomas is my nephew.
Thomas.
And you just want to kill Thomas.
Let me try one more time. How about that, Beric? I will hold my wits.
No, don't do it. If you want to.
I'm not going to.
Alright, good. Just make sure you're not stupid.
I have an idea.
I'm so sorry, my friend.
Dexterity saving throw.
What?
That little
Don't
shit.
do it to me. Don't do it to me. Don't get it to me.
3. Plus nothing.
So Thedrick watches you guys talking, and he grabs it and runs.
Dang, no, bitch.
Oh,
Can
he
I?
just takes off with it.
Well, somebody go get
I
him.
notch an arrow.
I was
no.
about to say, I was
Actually,
about to
I'm
notch
just
an arrow too.
Alright. I bolt after him.
Okay.
I have a
take down
movement
his
speed of
leg.
60. I think I can
Take
catch
down his leg.
the halfway.
Go ahead and make an athletics check, see if you can catch him.
I can do that.
At
Go
advantage,
ahead.
too, because you are
Yes.
much faster than him.
Oh, good. Okay, maybe we don't need to shoot him.
Yet.
Wow. I feel shitty. What's 8 plus 5? 13.
So, he
Wow.
runs, he takes a dip right
I'm
to the left,
amazed.
down like a dwarven alley, and you slip going to catch him. As he runs through the alley, he
Shitty
disappears
dwarven
out of,
roads.
he disappears out of your sight.
Shoot.
He's
No,
around the
it's
corner.
around the
I
corner.
can't see him.
Guards! Guards! I have an idea to contain him. Hold on. Guards! Come here. There's a halfling. There's a halfling that just killed
What
him.
does a halfling look like?
Basically, us,
Basically like this
like
one,
Okay,
just
look,
older.
Yeah,
This one here.
just this one here. I picked him up. Can I pick it?
You're not the
This one, they're all
Bigger
like,
than him.
Thomas is just like,
This one here, but slightly older. He
wait, he's a halfling?
Ah, yeah, that is.
I thought he was just
I
a
don't
bull-
know.
like
I
a
don't
like
know
a
that we want to bring it to
non-bearded
their
dwarf.
attention.
Just let it happen. Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
This could be bad.
and what dwarf above the age of 4 do you know that doesn't have a beard?
hands on it.
That's what I was saying.
That's not what I'm doing. I'm doing it so we can contain. Containment.
We'll see how that goes.
Well, it's a little bit late to play with
Cage is coming back to the group.
So,
Rather impressed that
Sorry.
the halfling managed to slip.
I love you.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm impressed, like, shit,
Melon.
out of your
this
accent.
doesn't happen normally.
Let's book it after him. I'm just gonna run after him in my
So-
old man clothes.
But
My
you want me
old
to
man
look for
body.
this person, Remus?
Alright, I'm just gonna be running up and down the
Why?
lines.
He
looking
must
for
not
him.
be allowed to leave the kingdom at all.
Why?
He stole something very dear to me.
What?
My heart.
He has the
Please say it
amulet
in
of
your voice.
Arathos.
Shut the fuck up! They don't know that.
What is the amulet of Erthas?
No, don't worry about it. It's just.
Oh my god.
It's an old tree. It's a
Didn't you?
tree.
You're on the ground somewhere else. You fell.
I
Yeah, that's true.
He's not here.
Don't fucking.
It is a family heirloom.
He's trying to-
It was a family heirloom that was given to me by my uncle Groldor when I was first.
So Groldor would know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh my god.
So let me go check with him real quick.
I'm running
Don't
down
do
the alley.
that. Don't do that.
I'm going up and down the lanes. Screw it.
Are we
Right,
any
right.
closer?
Hey, I
Do
tried to
see
help.
him?
I tried to help.
You guys can make a perception check to see if you can figure out where he is at.
17.
Group, we'll make it a group one.
Fuck.
You have
19.
to meet or exceed 17.
Yeah,
21. Who met or exceeded 21? Or
Oh.
17,
I was like, what?
sorry.
Dang!
Alright, more than half of you. So you succeeded. You see that there's a trail of smaller feet that you would recognize as halfling feet because they don't wear shoes.
Fuck the police.
Right.
Coming straight out
So Cage says, guys, this way, there's a trail I found of him. And you all run following him, and you guys can see that it leads through some of the alleys, blah, 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 boom, 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 right to a wall where there's like a storm drain or gutter kind of thing that goes under the wall.
Can I fit?
You cannot. This is
Can we
too...
fit?
No, you're too wide.
Damn it!
But a hobbit could.
Too many fish.
A what?
Halfling? There's a halfling.
What's a halfling?
Yes.
Giant fish.
And you can see that there's the tracks end there, and also that the water under there has been messed with and trampled through.
I yell into the well. What's his name? Thedrick. Thedrick! Hogsborough Boffin!
You fool.
You get right back here this instant!
I am no Hogsborough Boffin!
He's a
You're a fool, Boffin!
And you can...
Thedrick Boffin!
No more sign of him.
Can I figure out where the other end of the storm drain is?
Right to the other side.
Fuck you!
Jump
You didn't do.
Like you can see through.
Don't take the
Can
shit
I
on the
jump
horse.
over anything?
No, it's the wall of Brembor.
If it was that easy, they would have done it in the movie.
There wouldn't have been a movie then.
All right. Well, he's out of the city.
Good job, Barrick.
Good job, dang elf.
So what do you guys do now? Thedrick has taken the amulet of Edithas, has escaped the walls of Brembor, and is going in an unknown direction.
Paylor, guide me with your light in my time of need. Nothing.
All right.
Could we critical think what he's going to do if he just
He wants
got this? Wouldn't he be heading towards the elves? Do we know that that would be?
He wanted to go to Dundee.
He did.
Yeah.
So
So
we head to Donduin.
Would I be able to blow a hole in this? Like, can I blast this open? I'm gauging the
I really
the structural
don't think you
integrity
should do that.
of the sewer.
You probably wouldn't be able to with your current power. You need,
I need to be wider.
my lord, you need a hole bigger than that.
I hand him a bottle of blue.
What was it? What'd you say?
You need a forest big.
Oh.
well, could we find?
You'd almost need like a round spiky ball with gunpowder in it.
and then a dude with a torch.
And a legless that can't name that one
Right.
time.
Could we?
Dwarves.
Could we find a stonemason or something? Someone who would know where
Fireworks!
this.
Oh shit. Would you shut up? And
Well,
let
As,
you
as,
talk.
as soon as I hear that, everybody back up, back up.
Stonemason.
we need to find someone who knows these routes then, or are we just going to go out blindly and try to find him? I mean, I would try to see if we can find someone
we
who.
can see the other side.
So we can see the other side.
Yeah, it's like a graded like thing. That
Okay,
leads
so
right
he's
to the other
literally
side.
outside of
Yes.
the. All right,
But
then
we
let's.
must not tell anyone about
Hey,
the
it was
necklace.
It was just for containment. Relax. I was making sure you didn't leave the down.
We are looking for our friend.
Alright, then that's the story.
Nothing more.
Alright, that's the story.
Your friends is lost.
Sorry.
Let's leave before my uncle comes down here with a guarded escort, shall we?
I would love to leave.
Let's
that would be
leave.
great.
Let's leave.
You want to just like let this go and see what happens? Just do something else for a while.
Let's just get out of the
Let's go
kingdom
find the giant
before,
hawks.
I don't know, the human decides to open his fat mouth again, the wizard decides to let go of an amulet that may or may not be a good or bad thing.
I vote for leaving the city.
I do too.
Yes, I vote for leaving the city. It hurts to leave, but we need to go.
All right.
But fuck this shit about.
Right.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright, so you guys decide to leave Brembor. And where are you guys deciding to go from Brembor?
Well,
Donduin.
first off, let's take Thomas aside and ask and talk to him. Not interrogate him. Let us take Thomas aside and see if his
Human.
uncle.
Yes.
Are you talking about Thomas?
Yeah,
Yeah, Thomas. Yeah,
Thomas
Frederick
is
his
his
uncle.
nephew. Okay, let's see. We'll talk to Thomas. See if Thomas knows where his uncle may be going. If he said anything before he went crazy and left. Before we go in some random direction trying to figure out
Where's
where
Thomas?
Where's Thomas?
Did he bring us?
Thomas is with you guys.
Okay, good.
Thomas!
So who does Thomas like the most?
Okay.
Don't fuck this up.
Remember, it's questions friendly, not an interrogation.
Thomas, my friend.
Yes, Derek. How can I help you? Do you know where my uncle went?
Ran off into the sewers.
He
Did he
just went to
say-
the other side of the wall.
Is that what he said?
No, that's what we saw.
Oh my god.
Oh, I thought he ran down into the sewers. Oh, okay.
Is there a
Thank you for your help.
Is there a path? Is there like any sign of him outside of the wall from where we were able to see?
Just the scurried tracks of going through the grate, but nothing definite.
Well, let's go find the
Do you know where he might go?
side.
I know he was talking about going to Donduin.
To Donduin. Does he know the way to Donduin?
I think he knows that it's northeast.
We're out of the red zone, if that's what you're saying.
That is the red area on the map.
He knows to look north and go to the end of the peaks of the Iron Spine Mountains.
So we take a straight shot.
Across the great horselands of Valahir.
That would be correct.
We must away. Xerox!
So you guys get outside. You guys are outside of Brembor.
Ruin!
He calls his horse Xerox, and he shows up. Ruin comes in. You guys all get on your horses, and Thomas is like, "Who do I ride with? Since we do not have a cart anymore."
Hop
I
on,
offer my
Xerox.
horse.
So Revan says, "You can hop onto my horse," and Thomas says, "I've always wanted to meet an elf.
Keep it in their pants, boy.
Do you want me to ride the front or on the back?"
You want him in the front.
Right in front of me.
Alright, so you put him like on the front part of the saddle.
Child, right?
He is like a child to us, Audrey.
And to you guys, he's kind of like a child, but you gotta remember,
I'm asking as a half
it's kind of the same relationship Aragorn had with a 60-year-old Frodo.
Yes.
People seem to forget he's 60.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, "Look here, boy." He's like, "I'm fucking 60 years old." So yeah, so Thomas is like in his 30s or 40s. He's
He's still a baby.
yeah, to you guys, he looks like a kid, so you guys treat him like a kid.
He looks like a
If you look like one, we're
13-year-old.
treating you like one.
He looks like a 13-year-old just discovering the world.
Oh, shit.
So you put him on the front of your horse, and you hop on the back, and you guys are right here. So where are you guys gonna head to first? If you guys go northwestish, you guys will get to the Whistling Pilgrim, which is just south of the Lake of Rusian. If you guys try to go northeast, you will have to go through the great horselands of Valahir, through Diadem Fields. You can stop at the Gilded Stag if you want to, and then you'd make your way to Donduin.
Well, apparently they're not welcome at the Gilded Stag.
Perhaps our ranger would be
No,
of help in
he's not
tracking.
I mean, yeah, I
Oh,
love
Yeah,
it.
where else?
Tracker.
Well, the Gilded Stag is what
Can I track him at all?
Someone who lives
You can make a
off the
survival
land.
check to see if you can find tracks.
Can we find
18.
the spot opposite on the wall where he escaped?
Yes, you guys found that spot. And Cage over
Starting
here
point.
was able to find the tracks and see that they are going northeast.
Good job.
They went that way.
Can you follow his trail?
And Cage kind of
Can I
explains
follow
that based
his
on these
trail?
tracks,
It seems like you could be
Can
making
you?
a straight shot.
Yes.
We'll
Yes.
see about that.
I can follow it.
Yeah, let's do that.
Dare you insinuate I can't?
Can't talk to people.
Apparently neither can I.
That's what he was saying.
That's what he was saying.
Oh.
Alright, so where are you guys riding to? Are you guys going straight to Donduin?
Sure, I know.
Alright, so you guys make your way, booking it towards Donduin. From Brembor to the Great Horselands of Valahir, it is like a 2-3 day ride. So as you guys are riding through it, you guys just get to the west of the fields of Endoroth, just below the Great Horselands of Valahir. And you guys can see that there's a band of elves crossing this, going west.
Let's go east.
I'm going to see if they know of.
We're going to go
If
south.
they've seen him,
Well,
of
then
course,
they're gonna
let's
ask
go talk to
what
them.
happened to keep it secret.
we're looking for a hobbit.
Yeah, we're just
A
trying to
halfling.
find our
Halfling.
friend who disappeared.
We should probably just follow the tracks.
Second that notion.
Don't
I think
lose
we
those
should go
tracks.
talk to the elves.
We can do both.
You get on the elves.
Yes, we will go talk to the
Detective
elves
mode.
because you dwarves won't be able to.
Yes.
Eminye Irpin.
That's
Yes.
It is great to see you again, kin.
Who is it?
It's this person you recognize is a soldier of Glorendil.
The what who?
What?
Elven Forest. Elven Forest people.
I incline my head in greeting, and it's a surprise to see you so far from home.
Ah, yes, we are making our way to the woodland realm of Landuil. We're going to make a visit to Elaria. And you recognize this. This is Elanduil. This is your king's son.
Great.
Do I recognize anything?
You do, yes.
Oh shit.
He says, Alduin. Nice to see you again.
Nice to
Really?
this. Shit.
I thought you were going to stay over here with us.
Yes, my name is actually Alduin.
Don't fuck off.
How do you know my traveling companion?
Ah, he is a very honorable ranger.
Lately,
He is a kin. He is kin of the Amaranthians.
Are we all
But-
together?
What?
Are we all together?
Yeah, you're all
They
together.
came up to us?
Yeah, these elves just kind of they
this all.
Cat's out of the bag.
yeah they see everything. It's like what do you elf see? Everything. He says yes.
All.
I'm surprised you don't know that one of your companions is that kin of Thuldor, the last king of the east, a ranger of Amaran.
Yeah, I was trying to keep that one low profile.
He
I hope
presented
you've
himself
been-
as a buffoon. I didn't think anything of it.
I hope you've remained honorable amongst the people.
You would be
Well, it
surprised.
depends on who you ask about honor.
Did I know that?
Except that makes more sense.
Yes, you would have known that.
That's all I want is a cut of Lord of the Rings.
Jesus, this is our...
2 hobbits in one day, not something. 2 halflings in one day.
We were going to ask if you'd seen a halfling go by.
Yes, we've seen a halfling go by, and we've seen a halfling get taken by our people.
Oh.
He was one
May
of
we
our
ask
companions.
why?
Well, the halfling carried something that he had no business carrying.
Yeah,
Yes, that's how we felt
and
about it,
we
too.
were going after him.
So, we had him delivered back to Glorendil to see Celeborn.
Wonderful. I think we'll head to Glorindale.
That might be a good idea. If these 2 halflings know each other, perhaps you could reunite them and have a discussion with Celeborn. And you could explain to him why such an evil relic is just prancing around the fields of Valahir. The Dwarflands is the worst place we could have such
Yes, of
relic.
course.
Unfortunately, you can ask the wizard about that one.
The dwarves have a long history of being irresponsible with treasure. Perhaps now we have found the best place for it. If you want to see your halfling friend again, just make your way to Glorendil. I'm sure they pass through the Citadel of Thuldor to get there.
We'll head that way then. Thank you so much.
Of course, my lady. I hope to meet you again.
And you.
And they continue to ride east, going through the horselands of Valahir, and they make their way to the realm of Landwil. And so, what do you guys want to do?
We
The
want
whole
to
time
point
I'm
fingers, apparently.
The whole time I'm just looking at Cage like, this has been something you could have told us.
I was trying to keep it low.
But see, it now makes sense why you were so absolutely horrible in our kingdom. So I guess that makes it a little bit better.
I was looking up jokes to make with elves for like.
It's a good thing you failed.
It was just what shit. Must be.
So what do you guys
Let's have
do?
a bag on that
Under my
one.
breath, I call him a prick,
I was
so.
trying not to have that pop up.
I think we should head
Away
to
we go.
Glorendil.
Wait for
Great.
So happy to go home, aren't you?
So does anyone have any more questions?
Yes, why are you an idiot?
Why should we trust you?
Why are you an idiot?
Why don't you try harder?
What did Dad voice?
You're just so awful.
I was really hoping for a lot more.
I'm not
Yeah, you're
mad.
doing that dad voice. I'm
I'm not
very
mad.
disappointed in you.
I had high hopes for our future king,
What?
king of men.
If you lied to us this entire time, why should we trust you now?
You all just called me Cage. I never even got asked my name.
To be honest, no one asked each other's name.
It's fair, I still don't know this.
Dwarf 1 and Dwarf 2.
Yeah, dwarf
How I
one and
refer to you
dwarf
in
two.
my head, yes.
You guys literally tell them anything.
Scottish
They believe it.
An
Hey.
American dwarf.
He's my brother. I have to deal with him anyways.
So the king is your uncle too.
Twice removed.
Yeah.
Everyone's
The
uncle.
splintering family.
Right.
God.
There was bad holidays.
See, the family tree doesn't really branch.
No.
They
Straight
went that way, I went that way.
Straight.
Straight up. It's more like a flower.
Yeah.
The branches kind of loop back in on themselves.
I prefer the water creatures more than my own people most times.
Is that why you had so many fish?
too, right? Kill you.
Yes. Yes. Fish are really good listeners. Really good.
Right, with that, let's head.
Alright, so you guys have decided that you are going to go visit Glorendil to try and reunite with Cedric Boffin. So you guys take it to the east. You guys cut it right from where you guys are. It's about a 4 or 5 day ride from there. Riding on horseback directly. As you guys are going east, you guys come up to this big, big place on the side of the mountain.
What a big place. Sorry.
Barrick recognizes and explains to you guys that, or he can explain himself. This is the Citadel of Thuldor.
This is the Citadel of Thuldor.
Do you have any memory of this
I
place?
have memory of this place.
It was once a kingdom stronghold for
It was
the
once
men
a kingdom stronghold for the men
of Amaran.
of Amaran.
When Thuldor fell,
I'm done.
when Thuldor fell, who was the last king of the East, an Amaranthian, they turned this stronghold into a place where they protect records of everything in Harrowfire, essentially. That's kind of what Barrick explained to you
I have
guys.
spent some time reading here.
Can we go in?
Basically.
We can go in.
We have bit more pressing matters.
There's kind of a
Don't we
thing.
use that to go
Notes of this
through
on
the
the
map?
But I
You
suppose
don't need to make a note. You make a note.
he is captured.
But there's so much knowledge in there of shiny things
And gold.
and gold.
Spell books.
I feel I should pay honor
Pit
to
stop.
my people.
Yes.
For once, I agree with Cage.
All
We
right,
must
see.
pay honor.
His name's Alduin, by the way.
Oh, Alduin.
So,
And we call him Cage.
Al.
Al.
Aldu.
Aldu.
So you guys pull up to the
Dewey.
Citadel of Thuldor, and you guys are met with a big man. This man is like he's hulking a little bit, like he's not like 7 feet tall, but he's big and he's got big plate armor on. And he says, "Halt! Who rides on the Citadel of Thuldor?"
Alduin Dumathor. Of the
Eric,
Atlantean.
the Blue Pilgrim. That's my name. No, really.
What brings you to the Citadel of Thuldor?
Knowledge?
Knowledge and power.
More,
They are one and the same.
just more knowledge. More
Sorry.
knowledge.
I see you have a halfling with you.
We do.
Are you planning on passing through to get to Glorendil to follow the other halfling?
Yes.
Yes,
Eventually.
that too.
Then why didn't you say so?
We were getting there.
Come on in. Pheromone will be waiting for you.
Thank you.
So he lets you in. There's there's a long stone bridge you have to pass. And once you get inside, this older gentleman comes out and he's like, Beric! Nice to see you again. It's been a long time, no see. And you recognize this is one of your old friends. His name is Pheromone.
Saruman.
No, Pheromone.
We're not getting sued.
And you
White?
recognize him as the master records keeper here at the Citadel of Thuldor. And he says, are you coming here for more information? Or are you following the elfin party with the little halfling?
A bit of both.
Okay. Well, if you need me to, I can open the back gate. That way you can pass through to get to Glorendil.
We'll do that in a bit.
All right. Well,
sorry.
what else can I help you with?
I need information.
What kind of information?
Old ancient texts on the necklaces of power.
He's looking for fashion advice.
Which necklace of power would you be referring to?
Did you write it down?
The Amulet of Erithas.
The Amulet of Erithas, that's what it says.
And why would you be reading of such a lost relic?
No reason.
He says, all right. Brannis! And you can see this younger kid comes up. He's like a teenager. He's like, yes, Pheromone, how can I help you? He's like, I need you to run and go to the records of the First Age and find everything we have on the Amulet of Erithas. He's like, okay, fine. The kid runs off. He's like,
I also need a tome.
of...
Cure wounds. No one has it in the party.
It's checked out.
Damn it. By
How
whom?
about texts
What
on
do you
politics?
have? What do you
I
have?
have everything of the land.
No, like
Execute.
text what? Like what he's like.
A tome of maybe cure major wounds. Cure-
Those
Perhaps.
are all in the library of Ilothar.
I would even
The Tower of
settle
Armurine.
for Goodberry. It's a very low
All
level.
tomes of Harrowfire are kept in the Tower of Armurine's library
Of
with
course, I know
Ilothar.
Would you have to have a tome on
All
creating
tomes
fire?
are left in the Tower of Armurine with Ilothar. The White.
No tomes on
Ilothar?
weapon making?
No.
Yeah.
So Brandis gets back and he's got like the
Crappy
scroll.
records room.
He's like, all right, I found the scroll. This is everything about the Amulet of Erithas. Who needs it?
I will need to check it out for a while. I give them my library card.
He says, it's up to date. Here you go.
I had renewed not long
The
ago.
card of the Barari.
Right.
10th book.
I'll read it.
No. Ninth book, the 10th one's
Anything else in there that I didn't already know?
Kind of the same stuff. There's speculation that the soul of Edithos resides in the amulet, and if the proper ritual was done, he could be brought back to take over Harrowfire. However, a lot of that is just rumor and myth by the people and all the Harrow folk of the land.
If he's brought back in Halfling's body, is he really that much of a threat?
Well, he goes, Barrick reads on, and it says that his spirit would be brought back out of the amulet, not in a host.
Oh.
How do we destroy it? I read on.
There's no instructions here on to destroy it. No one's ever really been able to figure that part out.
What has been tried?
It's been tried to be schmelted.
Smelted?
Yes, you know smelting metal?
Smelting?
Ah, yes, smelting.
Yeah.
An ancient dwarven technique.
Smelting, actually. It's been tried to be broken and
Hold on a minute.
pieces like that.
Hold on a minute. Is that how you say that?
I'm pretty sure it's smelting.
No, it's smelting.
Is it smelting? Yes.
There's no H. It's SM.
Who cares about somatics? Okay?
That's just... Okay, thank you.
I needed that.
I guess it is smelting, I'm sorry. I guess I watched a little too much movies.
Wrong kind.
The kind that have people
Austin
named
Powers.
Austin that have a lot of powers.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you watched a lot of Mel Brooks.
He's a
I was
gold
gonna
member.
say. Thank you for saying it without saying it. Is that like schmaltzing? Sorry. Alright.
Going on.
You know the schmo people.
Where was it forged?
You can see that it was forged in the Peak of Edithos in Argoroth.
It's an inactive volcano, right?
Correct. It's
Of
just a
course.
mountain.
Yes.
It's not a volcano.
Crush
It's
it with
just
a rock.
just a plain mountain. Has zero doom to do with it.
Zero doom.
Just a regular old mountain
And it's
on the outside.
unoccupied.
Mountains of minimal.
What was the name of that again?
The Peak of Edithos.
Deep-
And
oh,
you know
that's
with
easy.
your knowledge, Barrick, that the Peak of Edithos is the hub for the orc armies currently inside of our
Oh,
world.
of course, right.
We could always throw it in the lake, the Kraken.
Yeah. Yeah, we could do that.
And what if it slides on one of the tentacles?
Okay.
Bad kraken.
That'd be a bad
That's
crack.
one bad kraken. Bad mama jamma. Kraken. Kraken-jamma. Mama crack. Kraken. No, stop.
She's a
You're
bad
a
crack
crack-a-lack.
jammer. Is there anything else I can help you look for?
Do you have any spell tomes?
All tomes
All tomes
are kept in the tower of our marine
by
with Ilithar the White.
Thank you. That
Order
will
of
be all.
knowledge.
Anybody else need anything here? Take your time. I'm ready to go.
You have an armory?
No, motherfucker. Just-
We are a library, a citadel of knowledge.
Weapons are knowledge.
All weapons are kept in
Oh
Donduin
my god.
with their king and other lands. Okay? We have books and
Books.
scrolls.
You have books and tomes, but no, or
Where
books
we
and
learn how to
scrolls, but no tomes.
Have you ever had a turkey schmelt? It's good.
I think we should hasten on to Glorinda.
I do have a request. Would you happen to have any books on advanced fishing techniques?
Ah, we have some of the greatest.
May I?
Brannis! And so the young boy runs up again. Yes, Fairmond. What can I do for you? I need you to find me all the scrolls on advanced fishing techniques. Please. Brannis says, yes, my lord. He leaves. Fairmond's like, I see, I can tell. You must be a fisherman.
Yes, sir, I am.
That's all in here. I put that together. And this must be your wife?
Yes, it is.
Let me put it this way for
I've
you.
never really met
The
a woman
hell yeah,
dwarf.
I'm not!
Hi! She's got a deep voice.
That's
I'm his brother!
That's
That's
because
his brother.
she is a he. Let's
I
just
just
say
love-
he's also a fisher of man.
Yeah.
So you both are fish hunters.
I'm more of a fish hunter.
They both go for the
But I
color.
really like the joke, so
I prefer
really
to
like
hunt
the
men.
joke.
I'm very sorry about that. You just looked a little
You go for
less
that eel?
tough than your brother.
God damn.
Little fairer in the face.
You know, our uncle has always really said that about us, but I try not to say much because I don't want to hurt his feelings. I'm very
You
proud
don't want to
of
hurt
him.
his feeling.
His feelings.
Oh, you guys are killing me.
I'm gonna punch it.
Oh!
Fight!
So Brandish returns, and he's got a nice scroll. And he's like, here's your scroll, Pheromond.
I had to get you back for earlier, brother.
Roll 21 hits.
With advanced fishing techniques. He's like, give it to the dwarf master over there. This one,
You're taking one.
he says, this one I'll let you take.
Well,
You
thank
must
you.
return it in the same condition you left with it.
Yes, sir. I will definitely make sure it gets.
Alright, I will give you this tube too. And he gets this like little wooden tube, slides it in there. And he's
Very
like,
nice.
yes.
Thank you, sir.
It's an old quiver, but it works.
What do you have on the fighting techniques?
What?
What do you have on fighting techniques? No one can understand. But I'm speaking anymore.
That means you
What do
don't
you have
answer
on
very
speech impediments?
So.
Hey, it's called.
It's called an accent.
It's called an accent. You might try it.
Y'all got any books on how to talk real good?
I can do that too.
I'm sorry, all the most advanced war tactics are kept in Amaran. That's the one library we have not been able to venture to.
I gotta look at the map. Hold on.
It's been 123 years. How have you not gotten to that one yet?
Maybe because the old kingdom of Amaran is taken over by orcs.
Give me
Don't be stealthy about it.
sorry.
There's no being stealthy around a force of thousands. Jesus.
I did it with them.
Who?
Yeah, until you screamed kick.
It works.
Well, that was
It
10.
worked.
I was talking about the bar, but
That
okay.
was 10 works.
10 works. It felt like 1,000.
Well, shoot, if he can take on 10, then we could each take on 20.
Hello, friend.
But I think with that, and if you do not have any other techniques for my brother here, I think I will agree with our tree friend that we shall continue on.
Alright, I will open the gate to the east passage of the mountain, and I will let you pass to Glorendil. Follow me, follow me!
No.
And so Pheromond
Though they
takes
had it
you
come
to
from
this
you.
big gate in the back. You can see that it kind of rises up just enough for you guys to venture out. He's like, alright, I will see you again, most likely, because this is the only other passage through the mountains besides other dangerous places. But, have a good trip to Glorendil.
I walk up to the gate and say,
Simple
Melon!
to follow.
We don't have fruit here, I'm sorry.
Melon!
No outside food to drink.
No outside fruit drink, yeah. And he closes the
food
gate
in the
behind
library.
you. Yeah. So he closes the gate behind you. You guys are now faced with the eastern fields right to the west of Glorendil.
Did you see that? We talked to them, and we got what we wanted. And nobody got hurt. Nothing was destroyed.
Why are you talking to me this
Just,
way?
I thought that maybe
You're
I
the one
should...
who fireballs everything at the silliest
I
whim.
actually can't cast that, so...
I don't know that.
I was asking for toads, but...
Hi,
No,
I do not use that ability at this time.
Right. DLC not unlocked.
I'm not the one that lich blasts everything.
So you guys continue to
and it
ride
was only the shit
east,
in that hobbit's house.
and you guys get to the
Yeah,
edge of the
the
forest,
tentacle.
and you guys can sense like this almost weird, serene peace. Like the leaves are just falling perfectly. It's nice and quiet.
Does it set me on edge?
No.
The opposite.
Yeah, that's
It would be
not
very
serene.
calming.
Yeah, serene is a good thing.
I don't know.
There,
Too much
Cage.
serene sometimes.
No, it's peaceful in a good way. Cage. And you guys can hear around you guys kind of like the sound of like stretching, almost like wood bending.
Oh shit! I know what he did. Think Lord of the Rings, guys.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Alright.
Audrey, one day we
Do I
can
pick up the
trail?
Can I pick up the trail of the elves?
No, you cannot.
Let's not be too hasty.
Why? It's perfectly calm.
Aye.
For once.
Wink, wink.
Alright. Anybody up for a rest?
Sure, why not?
Yes. I have some reading to do.
Now that we've left the safety of the library, yes, let's lie down and take a look.
Someone walks from out behind a tree and the dwarf walks so loud I could have shot him in less than bright light. And then out from the
Sorry,
trees,
Jules,
other people.
The elf hides so well that we could not.
Oh god.
Have shot him in even bright light.
What?
Erida, shut up.
He says, "What brings dwarves to our lands?
They are unfortunately traveling with us.
Aminye, why would you bring these creatures here?"
This is your bag.
Somehow, they got tangled up with a certain halfling that we're trying to find again.
Tangled, I see what you did there.
Eh?
No.
Sorry.
I promise we'll keep them in check, and if they don't stay in check, they'll die. Okay?
Sounds fair to me.
This place just got
Are you here to
interesting.
meet the halfling?
Yes, we're here to see that halfling. We have his nephew.
Oh, you have his nephew, huh?
We still have his nephew, right?
Yes, he's riding in front of me. Who's riding right next to you?
Well,
He's small.
I'm sure Celeborn would like to hear why you've brought these dwarves here, so I will let you venture forth to see your king in Minye. And you, Rewin, I figured you would want to stay in better spirits with us high elves. And yet you let Minye bring these two creatures here.
She doesn't let me do anything.
For good reason.
Well, you don't have to. Well, we're
Go forth, we will escort you
If
in.
it makes you feel any better, they're with me.
No. The ranger from the east, Alduin. I hope you've been acting honorable to your family.
Most of it.
I try.
Yes,
Everyone else just sides otherwise.
So they escort you deeper into the forest, and you guys are brought to you guys go across a couple bridges, and it's just beautiful architecture. It's beautiful elven architecture.
Those laces, dwarven though.
Yep.
I believe both styles of architecture have their merits.
Art Deco and art.
Yeah, because rock beats wood all the time.
Have you ever played Doctor?
But do you not see the tree growing from the rock?
Rock beats everything, we know this.
I hear that dwarves beat wood much more often.
I'm quite proud of my wood handling skills, thank you very much. Oh.
You would have
You suck.
to, with your bearded women.
They are beautiful.
Moving on.
You guys are brought through the forest deeper, and you guys get brought through this beautiful chair that you can almost recognize as like a throne, essentially. And there's an elf king that turns to greet you, and he says, "Aminye, I see you've brought these creatures to my kingdom of Glorendil. I thought I could trust the high elf to do the right thing and not lead dwarves into our dwelling."
You could never trust a dwarf.
To be fair, I didn't actually lead them into the dwelling. We were still at the edge of the forest when we were escorted here.
Were you coming here?
I might have decided to leave them on the way, though.
Then
She
why
did
would they
try
all...
that, sir.
Yeah.
What?
She did try to do that, sir.
And you, Revan, trying to earn favor with us. Such a poor decision to bring these dwarves to Glorendi. Now I imagine you are here to talk to me about the halfling and the relic he possessed.
Yes. Of course. It has been a long time, old friend.
It has, and Daril.
That's right.
Has been a very long time.
You said Arundel.
No, I thought it was Arundel.
Arundel.
Is it
Sorry.
Arundel?
Autocorrect.
You gave me that name. You bestowed that name upon me.
From now on, he is Arundel.
Please let me know if you would change my name.
Arundel is just fine.
Arundel it
He
is.
shall call you what he wishes. No.
Arundel.
Since we have all the races of Harrowfire here, perhaps it would do us well
I heard
to have a
pedophile.
council.
I heard pedophile. Did you say Harrowfire?
Harrowfire.
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 Yes, of course.
It might do us well to have a council to figure out how to deal with such a relic.
We must.
Let's go meet
We
in the
must.
council area.
The fate
I'm
of
not sure that-
Harrowfire hangs in the balance.
Yes, that is correct, Barry. Even though we may not have the greatest relationship with dwarves, they are part of this world, and if this calamity is to rise again,
We
we must counsel with everybody.
I'm sorry.
Behaved in your kingdom. Come on now.
So he leads you guys to an area where you can sit for council. There's a bunch of there's a big table in the middle and stuff. Some candles. It's real fancy. It's elvish, you know.
Fancy shit.
So he sits at the head and he stands up and he says, "We are gathered here to talk in secret of what to do with this amulet of Erithas. The halfling would present it to the table." And so Thedric stands up and he sets it on the table.
Wow.
Really?
And he seems like he's kind of like apprehensive, but he's doing it.
Is he under some kind of control?
No, it just seems like he's mellowed out a bit.
He's figured it out.
And so Celeborn says, "We must decide how to get rid of this relic. Now, as we all know, this amulet of Erithas was crafted in the peak of Erithas. So we must bring the amulet there and figure out how to unmake it."
I don't see what good that is going to do. The fires dwindled out ages ago.
He's a dwarf, isn't he?
The fires
He's a dwarf
beneath
inside.
Erithas' peak always burn with the orcs being present. Perhaps going to Argoroth and going inside the peak of Erithas, you can find the fires which made this calamity and unmake it. But which one of you will travel there and get it destroyed?
I'll do it.
Give you one.
Son of a bitch.
We'll do
I
it.
don't think
No,
it's safe to send just one or two small dwarves to do it. I think there really needs to be a full group.
You are very small.
But together we're 9.6.
9.6 what?
9 feet and 4 inches. Get it right, man.
Last time it was 8'4". Make up your mind.
Enough!
How you're feeling.
Taps his
No,
staff
it was
on the
9
ground.
4 because the 2 4s make it 8. We have an extra.
It's not working.
Oh, there we go. You get 9.4.
Math
Last time your math was wrong.
Math that you elves would
My
understand.
mage staff.
Maybe that's why that shelf was so low.
I will take it!
Who said that?
Thedric stands up and he says, "I will take the amulet to Argoroth.
Cedric, you are not
You
strong
just
enough for
ran
this.
off with
I don't
it.
know if that's such a good idea.
But I don't know how to get there."
I don't know that you're fit for this job at all. Old friend.
I
got you.
I don't wish to say the wrong thing.
Destroy it now.
Are you sure you measure up to this task?
Are you sure we can just destroy it now?
I know that I seem like I'm not
I got you.
the perfect candidate,
I don't
but-
want to move my F.
Far from it.
but
You
the
have to
king
say,
here
"What are we
did
waiting
recognize
for?"
that I had a sort of will of my own against the
It was
dark
your
powers
idea.
of this.
Yeah, that's the line from the
You went
Well, I'm
nuts and ran from us.
But I did mellow out along the way.
You were taken by elves.
Yes.
Tell me,
Kidnapped
have you
by
worn
elves.
it
Good enough.
about your neck?
I have not.
Don't do it.
Good. Cedric Boffin. You worry me.
I'm sure, but I am a long way from home, and if this affects all the races of the land, I feel I must represent the halflings. I am the only one here.
There's another halfling here.
There's Thomas.
Thomas, I would not send Thomas. I care too much for the boy.
Send Thomas. No,
I'll do it.
I'm kidding.
I will take it, though I do not know the way. I will need guidance.
Is Thomas not your gaffer?
No, he is my nephew. Derek, you know this.
Of course.
He just pretends to pay attention.
Actually, crazy.
Barrick,
Yeah.
Barrick knows a great many things and yet nothing at all.
If we are to let the halfling take it, he will need an escort. Who here will stand up and help this halfling finish the job?
It is my sworn duty. Of course. Of course.
As one of the few Amaranthians left, I'll take it upon.
So we have the wizard and the human.
I guess that's it.
Just, he should recognize me for credit.
Will no one else help this halfling?
I will go.
If y'all going, we're going.
With his ox.
with my ox.
My long sword.
And my bow.
You have my
My long
bow.
sword and bow. Because I'm the worst dwarf.
And you have my... Wait a minute.
It's sword.
And my mouth!
Oh no!
You can say, you know.
Her mouth. That's what you do, isn't it? Talk! I meant you talk. Not that you do other things.
I hope God that couch is comfortable.
I've yet to see you do anything else.
You are home now.
Pick it up.
So it is
it up.
decided. You 7 will be the bearers of this amulet, and
No,
you will
Thomas?
be. Thomas will stay here.
Okay.
Thomas is not going.
He gets his wish.
Yes, he will stay with the elves here. He can visit with us in Glorendale, or he can go with the wood elves in Greywood.
Now that we're 9.
We're one away.
And so you 7 will be the companionship of the escorting
Do it. Do
of
it.
the halfling with the amulet.
So which is an
It's gotta be better.
We
That
shall
was a
be
ride.
the companions. I'm sorry. Of the
escort.
escorts.
So the companionship
The companionship of the
of
escorts.
the escorting of the halfling
Of the-
with the
es-
amulet.
With the amulet?
Sorry, one more time.
Companionship of the escort.
Of the halfling
Halfling.
with the amulet.
I feel like there could be a shorter name, but I also don't like to get sued.
How about, what are we, the 7? The 8?
7.
The 7.
As he said,
We could
3
just
times.
be the conglomerate of the amulet.
The conglomerate.
7 companions to ride against the 7 Oh wait, never
Now
mind.
to
We are
find
the
the
allied powers.
now to find the Sean Bean of your group.
Oh shit.
What?
The heroes are now part of a companionship to destroy this necklace. Will they be successful? Find out next time on the Homebrew Heroes podcast.